Hi, good evening, guys, and again, it's a pleasure to have an opportunity to talk to you regarding the securities fraud and criminal activities of market makers, uh, led by the GMMs, designated market makers of the NYSC, Citadel Securities, GTA Securities, and the rest of them, and the people the market makers colluding with them to to stock, track, and try to uh, sell anything that I buy or buy anything that I sell, um, track my portfolio value, and then contrive all kinds of uh, fraudulent devices in order to make sure that I get forced out from the market. Um, we are fighting this in a different channel, you know, using all means at our disposal. But we also decided to be highlighting some of this and putting the videos out, have our own platform to talk about some of this stuff. Um, and so I decided to put out the stuff, just a few of the things that happened just yesterday and today. After I put out the initial videos, the market makers regrouped yesterday morning and attacked my one of my accounts, which is the primary one that they have been attacking, mostly because I have options in those. I've I sold covered call positions in those accounts, and the market makers would manipulate those covered options in order to attack my account value. So, like my attorney was asking me, and I told him once we get to forensics, trade books are there. You will look at the trade books and trade logs, and you see who is doing this. So, um, the one thing laymen do is that they assume that because they are behind the curtains or behind the computers, that they can do things and they won't be found until their name appear in newspapers. That has always been the thing with white collar crime. You get so comfortable in doing what you're doing, not knowing that there is a system in place, and this system is there to get people like you and expose you and put you where you belong. So these market makers acting together yesterday attacked my position, one of my accounts, and sent it to negative value. And the good news was I was able to capture that in camera, and we have already prepared it and to be sent out to um, um, the place. Will be sending videos out that we've been capturing from all the things they've been doing. I mean, this intensified since October, and since October we've been getting all this stuff, tracking them, and then sending them to where they belong. So this one is just a snippet. I kind of decided to bring this in because I haven't sent it out yet. It will be going out tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. It's going to be going out tomorrow to the authorities. I have a small, a 4 minutes abridged version that I'm going to include in this particular video that I'm making. So once you finish listening to me now, the next video that you are going to see in the same tranche will be the 4 minutes and 22 seconds of the video of what the market makers did on Wednesday the 15th, which is yesterday, as soon as the bell rang. How they have my information, they stole the identity, they know what is in my account, they attacked the account, as you know, they attacked the account 5 minutes after I posted all those other videos I posted on Yahoo, Finance Board, and the ones I posted on Ride with Lordstown and Twitter handle. So they regrouped and they attacked the account. Today again, you saw the seesaw that they did on Ride. And I still include AHT, even though my position there is less, but I still include it because they are still manipulating both AHT, Ride, and the MPLN. They are attacking all of them together, taking all of them, synchronizing themselves. And you can see in the subsequent videos, once you get past the 4 minutes and 22 seconds of the first video that happened on yesterday, the 15th, you will now be seeing how they sequence the numbers, the bid numbers, the ask numbers, how they sequence them. And I was able to capture that today across various times. So you will see that captured from morning, by 11, by 1, by 3, the same thing, as they sequence them and then track just essentially gamify those numbers. You see the bid number will be 20 or 22, and then they will do the same bid number on AHT as well as Ride, and just gamify them all through. That is their way of communicating with me, telling me this is us to you. And we have documented over 400 incidents of this. We have also sent all this out. We have them in videos, in pictures. This will also appear in the book that we are writing about these people, and so you will see that. You will see the whole timeline in the video, in the entire video that will precede this introductory commentary that I'm making. And you will be able to see, if you look on top of the app, you will see the time when a particular gamification is occurring throughout the day. And initially they did this on was it not yesterday? They did the same thing. I believe they also did it on 14th. They took the stocks up. They took the stocks up to 420 or something. The same thing as the Ride, the AHT, and the MPLN, and they quickly brought them back down. They did it again on 15th, which was yesterday. They also did it again today. They took the stocks up, and they quickly brought them down, and then took them back down to almost where they had it yesterday, and waited there, till 3:30 to see whether I have margin calls or I get sold out. That didn't happen. We had a video. I am not including it in here because I felt this one was going to be too long. When they now started taking it up, and then as soon as they broke the stop, but they ride back to 4. They now decided to attack my the options in my account, and then you will see how they eventually ended up painting my account red. They painted the account value down in order to be able to keep depressing the account value to get to the margin call. That is the whole game of taking Ride down from $12 when I started buying it to where it is now. So I don't want to make this video too long. We have more videos that will be coming up. The older ones. This one was just recorded today and yesterday, but I felt okay. Let me just put this out, and then we can keep going backwards. Again, thank you guys, and thank you. Today is December 15th, 2021. Time is 9:30. The bell just rang. And you can see what just happened. You see what just happened to my account? You see that? And this is just about 10 minutes ago. I posted a video about the same group of market makers that decided to attack my accounts. And you can see what they just did. And look, the stock has just barely moved. The stock is off only 4 cents. I just barely moved. You can see the NYC. The NYC Archipelago and the BTS. The CBOEs have left. So the only other person is Citadel Securities at the NYC Archipelago and the BTS. And look at my account. You saw the 29,000. This is the lowest. In reaction to what I the video I just posted just 5 minutes ago on the Yahoo message board, Yahoo Finance on the ride, and I posted a couple on Twitter under Lordstown Motors, ride with Lordstown Motors, and you just saw that captured in camera. And they slammed this account down to minus 29,000. As I talk to you, see that? You see the stock at 4. The NYC Archipelago with Citadel as the DMM, Gasco GTL Securities as the DMM, and both these two companies, agents of these two companies, not really at the company level, the agents of these two companies were the same people that have been attacking me on AHT and have been attacking me since November 2020. And you can just see what. So today is again December 16, 2021. You can comfortably see what the game they're playing here. Look at the volume on the right is now 292,000. And look at the volume on, I'm running a lot of things here today. Look at the volume on the AHT is 86,000. This is a company that has how many? Almost 40 million shares. And this is the volume on the Multiplan, 139,000. It's a $3 or $4 billion company. And despite selling all these things down as much as they can, they still collude with each other, and try to keep it down as much as they can, in hope that I will be sold out, or in hope that the market will turn around and they will be able to push it low enough for me to be sold out. For the past 4 days, they've done the same thing. They've sold as much as they can,
And yesterday they did about 5 million shares. The previous day there was only 250,000 shares available for borrow at the beginning of the day, despite the fact that the entire volume for the day and the previous day, I mean on 14th, December 14th, the entire volume was about 3 million shares. Somehow in the afternoon, about 4 million shares were covered and transferred from one shorter to the one market maker to the other, and then made available for shorting. That number must be what they used in generating the 4 million share sale yesterday. And the funny thing, what you're looking at the right, over 30 million shares shorted as I talk. And look at the volume, 335,000. And why people haven't seen through this, despite all the messages I post, despite the me posting on even the Twitter handle of these companies, strange. This is three stocks: MPLN, AHT, right. The three stocks that are being manipulated by this collusive group of market makers working against my portfolio. And you can see, I kind of show the volumes for you to see where we are. They have sold these stocks. They don't even now, as at today, as at this time, you're looking at it, 10:54 a.m. These are the lowest recorded volumes for these three stocks ever, as they just sit on it and wait and contemplate their next move on how to target and keep manipulating my portfolio. Same thing that Citadel Securities, GTS Securities, and three other market makers did to me in November 2020 on a stock that I owned about 2 point something percent of the entire float. And when they could not short it anymore, they decided to abandon making market in the stock, leaving it to only one, OTC. And OTC sat on the stock. Measure it never went up from where I bought it through December 2020, when I had to reduce some of my positions in order to free up the cash. And then these five market makers quickly returned to the stock. That is what we have. That's the situation we have now established over here. Um, that's the situation we have now established over here. You can see what's going on. Unable to do anything again. You can see how the algo quickly, as soon as they started taking up the AHT, the algo is now trying to see whether they can compensate with a simultaneous downward push on the right. Done with this video for today, and I will try to see how to piece all this together and then make them into one. Bye.
those types of things. Just focus on what's good for your business. If it makes sense to raise money, if it would be helpful to become a public company, then you do that, and you just try to weather the market conditions. Sometimes you'll have tailwinds, sometimes you'll have headwinds, but you do what's right for the business. I think that with Reddit, they reached a point of maturity in their business where they can go public. What they've been working on for the last few years is building out their advertising and their revenue. This is one of those sort of social media companies.
So our short book is really protected or help mute some of this drawdown in the high quality stocks that we like. But we've added to Snowflake. In fact, we just added some more Snowflake last night. It's down today on news that that Frank and Mike sold some shares to pay some taxes or something. It's a single day in what will be a multi-year journey. We've been investors in the company for well over 5 years, probably going on 10 years at this point. And we think that our growth expectations for the company are higher for longer than sell-side consensus. We think it will be one of the most important companies that comes out of this decade of software startups. So we're going to buy the best names on dislocations. We never are bottom ticking those names. But the multiples of those names have come down dramatically because the growth rates this year have been faster than people think. In fact, they just reported a reacceleration in their growth rate to 110%, I believe, in the most recent quarter. And we think that transition as every enterprise on the planet digitizes, and they really represent a super cloud for a lot of those companies, that growth trajectory will continue. Another name, that we've been adding to is a name like Roblox that reported a terrific quarter. Just this week, there was some monthly data that people thought was a little slower than they expected. Again, we're not trading it month to month. We think this is one of the most, important and iconic companies in the transition to digital gaming, crypto gaming, meta, etc. And their level of innovation, if you watch their investor day, was pretty extraordinary. So you have to be selective. Buy on some of these dips, but for those people watching at home, everybody's got to run their own math around how much risk they want to take. We're not running with a bunch of leverage. We have a short book, and we've selectively taken off some of the shorts that have gotten hit the most, and we've selectively added to some of our longs.
I love how candid and
So today again is December 16th, 2021, and you can clearly see what I've been talking about with market makers and hedge funds colluding with each other to track my accounts and sell securities, take dominance and control over securities in my portfolio, and sell them, essentially gamify these securities, play with them, but with an aim to make sure that I get liquidated on them and that get sold out and get nothing. The Ashford Hospitality Trust, so far today, look at that, 724,000 shares. The company has almost 40 million shares. Look at the ride today, 243 million shares, the lowest recorded volume in history. And look at the Multiplan, 1.37 million shares. I have just a tiny fraction of that, but because they also saw that in my portfolio, they're also proceeding against that. And so that is where we are with these brazen crimes. And I keep trying to highlight this. I've done that to regulators. I've done that to everybody that I should send the complaints to. And we keep collecting more data and more data. And we'll see where we'll go with this. Today is December 16, 2021. Time now is 12:36 a.m. Oh, 12:36 p.m. Sorry. And my name is Jude. Thank you. What do not hear? Time now is 3:04 p.m. And look at the ride and AHT. You can see as both of them are going up together. They had ganged up. The market makers had ganged up again today. See that? Creating an illusion that there is trading activity going on, when in fact they just keep selling the two stocks to themselves and bringing it down, and then hoping that today will be the day I get sold out, or the day that something happens. And it's now 3:05, nothing has happened, and you can see as they started buying the stocks back up. The good news is that almost everyone is now aware of the gross level of manipulation going on in this stock. I was reading some posts today on stock tweets where someone was asking what the fuck was going on, and you should well, you will be able to see that line in my book. I will actually put that in the book, which we are hoping to get out as soon as possible. Just that we keep getting tons and tons of data, and we'll keep updating the book. That I wonder when it's going to come, but it's going to hit Amazon very soon. And then another person actually sends a complaint letter to the SEC, and puts a format of that letter on stock tweets around 1 p.m. asking people to copy that and send to the SEC. And this, it's not like this is the first time. We have been tracking this forever, about people knowing that there is blatant manipulation by these criminals calling themselves market makers, led by the DMMs at NYC Archipelago and the CBOE market makers. As a matter of fact, they've all teamed up right now, working together on this. If you look around, you're gonna see them all over the place. You can see them from Amex to Archipelago to BSC to BATS to Cincinnati to the CBOE exchanges. There's another one up here. There's also CBOE. And then you go further down, the two OTCs, the OTC BB and OTC Felix, the NYC proper, NASDAQ. So entirely, all of them are in on this crime right now. It's almost like they have to protect have to protect their clan. And so the more they come in, the more they give the securities fraud and manipulation an image or a kind of a status, some kind of quasi-official status. So that it will pass as a normal trading activity, normal market activity, when in fact it's just a group of securities fraudsters trading through these exchanges, using these exchanges to commit blatant crime in the face of a serious national business. And so that is where we are. But the good news is that we have forensics, and so knowing who did what and knowing what is going on is not a difficult thing. Once the authorities finish gathering all the evidence they're getting and decide to move forward. Yes, so that's where we are. The time now is 3:09 p.m. and today is December 16, 2021. And then we wait till 3:30 to see whether the sell-off happens by 3:30. And after then, I will also get an update with the stocks right here. Thank you. My name is Jude Ken, Oji. And today is 12/16/2021.
His successor. If it was more like 3 years, then it would probably be Pinto, who is 58, that was the diamond. So nothing.
Time now is 3:26 p.m. on December 16, 2021, and you can see as they begin to cover on Ride and AHT, having kept the stock all day down. Look at that. You see the AHT, look at the entire volume as of now, 1 million shares. AHT has about 40 million shares. And look at the Ride, see the entire volume, 4.1 million shares. Virtually all the volume, essentially all of them, changed hands between the market makers themselves, led by the NYSE, DMMs, Citadel Securities, GTA Securities, and then the host of their collaborators spread from the CBOE to NASDAQ to Amex, the BSE, and name it. I have already tracked and shown that earlier today. You can see how they mark the two stocks, the AHT and the Ride. MPLN is part of it, but I really don't look at that much because I do have options on those. So the selling of the stock hardly affects my market value. But their concern is to continuously depress, the concern of the market makers is to continuously depress my account value and keep getting some kind of forced selling going on. And they don't care how much they lose. They don't care who else is suffering. They don't care whether these companies go under. That is immaterial to them. They just care that that about $1,000 shares or 1,000 shares or whatever is sold from my account. That is the essence of this entire manipulation that has gone on in the shares of Ride from $12 to today. And I challenge anybody to take me up on this, and you will see how many people that will go to jail among the people parading themselves as market makers, because this is, at this point, is brazen criminal. It's brazen criminal, from violating the antitrust laws to violating the securities laws with impunity. Impunity, touting their noses on everybody, the government, the regulators, and everybody. Like, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Time now is 3:29 p.m. 3:29 p.m. Ride is a company that Foxconn has already paid some $50 million buying it at $6.89. That's almost double the price you're looking at here. Almost double. But these criminals don't care. They will sell it to anybody because they need to flush me out. And unfortunately, people look at this and think, oh, something is going on. Like I was telling you guys, people on Stock Tweets and the rest of them asking what the fuck is going on. That's I'm using their exact language. It's not my language. And that was today, posted today around 1 p.m. You can check Stock Tweets and see for yourself. I actually printed it out. I printed a copy of that out. You can see it right here. can see it right here. Let's see. Somebody, one of this guy here, can see his name, Duke 375, was sent a complaint to the SEC, and he was actually suggesting. He gave this template, and I was suggesting that people send SECs, then send complaints complaining, about the crimes going on in this particular issue. And then the guy that I was talking about, let's see. Yeah, so that is him. I guess he comes in around here. Let's see what I can get his name. His name is C172 Flyer. C172 Flyer. And the time was, I printed this out by 1:14 p.m. today, 12/16/2021. And you can see what he said. Today's chart looks like our overall chart. Someone want to tell me what the fuck is going on? And then everybody, a couple of replies. And that is also the same question that people are asking all over the place without knowing that criminals parading as market makers banded together to kill this company because I am a shareholder and they want me out. They want me destroyed financially. That is what is going on, nothing else. Time now is 3:33 p.m. You can see where the stock is. They have failed today, and I guess they'll come back tomorrow. Thank you.